Hello guys, Scotty Senior here again with round 4 of the latest FIA manufacturer series that is in progress at the moment. We've managed to qualify in this one in 6th position. Let's go on board and see what this race holds for us. We'd like to get 200 points or more with these new points. Top 6 it is for 200 points. We're just 1/10 off pole. And we're trying to get a cut back here perhaps. Oh, and you can see poor ass driving from ourselves, punished appropriately with a big 5-second penalty, but ever so sorry to that guy. I was expecting him to, if we can skip back here just around about, we'll pause it on the way in for my explanation, not that it's an excuse, because my insurance companies are definitely going to pay out, but around about here I'm hoping he continues to follow the rest of the queue of the cars and drift out and use the full track, but he gets a wee bit of rear end slide here which narrows him down, and we just weren't able to react in time, and that was all she wrote. So the race has not started very good for us. We're straight into a huge big 5-second penalty as someone else has an incident, so we're up into 4th, but we've got a big 5-second penalty that looks as if it's going to be a race destroyer. This is not a track where you want to fall back into the group. And as we came around this corner, I can remember having a quick look behind me and thinking, damn it, the 5-second penalty, and then I couldn't believe my eyes. Look at that gap. A big gap all of a sudden opened up behind us, and I was thinking to myself, this penalty zone may not be, it's in a terrible spot, but it may not be the best in terms of serving your penalty. It may be quite good for guys who have a penalty. So as you can see there, we stay on the racing line because of that gap, otherwise we would have got off the racing line, but we're like, go, come on, give me the power, and we just about managed to stay in front of these guys. So huge slice of luck there for us. Some piss poor driving in the first corner from us. Apologies very much so to that guy. I hope you claim off me and my insurance company pays out and makes you a millionaire, sir. Very sorry, but we've had a huge slice of luck there with that big gap that opened up behind us, and it allowed us to serve that 5-second penalty and not really have a negative effect on our position. We are a bit off the lead now, but apart from that, we're feeling very lucky at the present moment in this one. So we are. Let me see. Strategy. This was, everyone was waiting to see if the split tires were going to be allowed. They are still allowing us to do the split strategy. Although in this one, I didn't particularly think that it was the strategy to do. So I thought it was going to be a nightmare if you were in the bunch. And if you start on the split tires, even if you're starting in first, if anyone else around you is starting on the softs, you're going to be under pressure and incidents may well happen. So I thought it was a lot safer to start on the softs. So we'll go for a wee skip here, as nothing much is happening at the moment. We'll stay behind this guy, and it's a bit of a follow the leader. And we'll have our original pitting lap was supposed to be lap 8, so we're meant to pit on this lap, but as you can see, a gap has opened up behind us, which was approximately 6 or 7 seconds. I think I got it up to 7 seconds at one point. You just seen him there coming around the corner in the background, and I was meant to pit here and I decided I'm in the slipstream, I'll stretch it out another lap. I was afraid to fall back into that huge big train of cars in case there was any kind of incidents at all, so I stretched it out another lap in the hope that all these guys behind were going to come in and pit, and you can see one or two of them have, but that would have allowed me then to not have any worries about coming out in a battle. But we were thinking anyway, by this stage we had got that gap up to around 7.5 seconds, and we were hoping that we could jump into the pits now and come back out in front of them if any of them decides that they're not coming in. But to expect that these three guys in front of us, or at least first and second, have started on the split tyres, and we decide to bite the bullet. We'll come in and let's have a look at this Mercedes team crew. Jimmy on the front right, Bobby on the front left. Tremendous work, and you see we'll come out just in a wee gap. We don't have a guy right on our ass. He's there. So we'll continue to skip because not much happens in this part of the race from here. We're staying fourth. There's Predator, is into the pits. Let's keep an eye on him. Where's he coming out? There he is, and we decided we were going to lose time there if we lifted and let him out in front of us, so we went for the lunge. He has been held up there slightly because of that, but overall not really any harm done, and you're about to see how much of a gentleman we are, because we know he's on a fresh set of tyres and we don't want to get into a battle at all whatsoever. So as soon as he gets a run of us on us, we'll give it a short shift and we'll lift off and we'll let him have it. And we're hoping now that we can stay in a slipstream for as long as we can to give us that extra bit of pace of the soft tyres, although we're on the hards. Try and get away from this Gran 5th. As I say, if I had got a top 6 in this race, I was not going to go again. I think these new points, I'm thinking if I get 200 points I'm pretty happy. So I am. So we've had to set ourselves a different target. It used to be 1,000 points and then 1,200 points, but now it's a whole new system, so our target is 200 points each race at the moment. So lap 13, we shall continue to skip. Well, there's nothing happening here except for we're trying to keep a bit of pressure on this guy. The strategy was I came in and I put those hard tyres on, which left me the option. I had in practice done a 17 lap stint on the hard tyres, so I knew it was possible. I was meant to go soft hards, but because of that gap that I had, I went onto the hards in the second stint to give me the option of, if there was a huge big gap behind me and I didn't need to come in for another pit, I could have just cruised about on bad tyres and brought it home. So that was my thinking of going on to the hards in the second stint, and then it also leaves us a good set of sauce for the last stint. And if we were going to go for the two-stopper, we needed to pit in on lap 18 or 19. Let's see, here's lap 18, let's skip it round, lap 19, nothing happening at all, and we're into the pits and on to a new set of softs, coming out yet again in a wee bit of space in 5th place, and up ahead of us you can see the guy in 4th, so it's a 7 lap race. Can we catch the guy in 4th? Let's go for a skip while we're on our own, because we're slowly but surely start to pull it in. Just a matter of trying to keep our patience and hope that his tyres, if his tyres are going to go off theoretically, then it'll be the last 2 laps where he's at his slowest. can see we're edging up ever so slightly, and around about now we're thinking to ourselves, right, I'm not happy with a top 5, I want a top 4. You can see that he's definitely struggling. Very nice car, but I like the liveries there. You can see it's lifting off there, making sure no contact, staying as close as we can without any contact, and we're like, right, come here, we're having you. And all of a sudden Santa Claus arrives and he has to do a pit, so we'll get a present. I thought we were in a battle for the top 4, but it turns out he needed a pit stop, so we're left on our own just to cruise home and bring it home in 4th place. This happened to us on the last lap with a guy spun out, which we thought at the time that it might have been a spot on the box for us, but it worked out it wasn't. We had wee visions of squirting that champagne in the winner's face, but it didn't turn out that way. So just off the box, and let me see, I could actually end this video by going and showing you what that has done for us in the manufacturer series at the moment. We can go up here in the sports mode, race entry, and we can bounce over here, and you can see at the moment we're in 5th place in 5th place in the manufacturer ranking, and we're up in the top 40 in the regional ranking now. So we are, so that was a pleasant wee surprise. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next video.